自由に動かすことができるので、これによって落ちているアイテムであったり。
Pokemon Sword and Shield is not even out yet, and yet it already has so many issues that's going on with it. Well, everyone, strap yourself in, because this video's been long overdue. Now, before I get into this video, I would actually like to say that I have another video that's coming up that is more on a theory side. My theory videos don't get that much attention, but I still make them anyways because I like making theories. But anyways, let's talk about Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. The problems that everyone has except for a few. I don't know the percentages at all. But let's start off with the big one. When we can't transfer all of our Pokemons because Game Freak wants to, make a game that it has more quality over quantity. And that is where I call BS. For a second there, the bike kind of does look like it's not even touching the ground. But the games, you may argue that this may be a beta version of the game. But this is what we're going to get. This right here, everything you see is what we're going to get in Sword and Shield. They had exactly 3 years of making this game. A fan can make one Pokemon model in 5 minutes, and there's at least like 24 hours in a day before the games are even released, so they have a lot of times to add all of these models still. And also, look at the bike right now. Look at the wheels. Why is it faced to the ground like that? Wasn't these games supposed to have good graphics? Shouldn't these games should be more, better? Because, we the fans of Pokemon, we actually helped the company Game Freak and the Pokemon company grow into what they is now. And yet, they still give us things like this. No one really asks for a yearly release for Pokemon for real. They just want to hurry up and do these things for some odd reason. Just for a quick cash grab, actually. And to be honest, that's not really a good idea. Plus, when it comes to Pokemon models, you could argue and say like they had to remake the models and all the other stuff, but they just take the 3DS models and upscale them a bit. Nobody asks for giant Pokemon. Nobody asks them to take away great features that we all come to love in these games. Nobody asks them to actually shiny lock legendaries. And I bet all of you that most of the legendaries in this game are going to be shiny locked. And probably the Dynamax Pokemons as well. If they want to take away good features that we all come to love, they might as well take away Shiny Lock, the one feature that everyone dislikes. Well, some people probably don't care about it. And like I said, some people don't really care about having all their Pokemons in one game. They just want a new game. And I gotta say, the whole hashtag bring back Pokédex people, which I'm a part of, people say like people who use the hashtag itself are bratty kids that can't grow up and they gotta accept what is fact. But on the other hand, people who don't care about having other Pokemons in one game or care about them us being able to transfer any Pokemon at all, people on that side of the argument, they're not wrong, but yet they're just kind of wrong on the point of the sense of calling people who use hashtag bring back Pokédex as children that's throwing a tantrum that can't grow up. But people on their side of the argument are quite disgusting. Because I've actually seen on Twitter, someone actually said someone said on Twitter that if somebody from Game Freak were to spit on his mother, he'll still buy the game irregardless. And there was another comment that was just disgusting, and they said they would still buy the games anyway. So you can't really say you're right or who's right and who is wrong. Everyone have their own opinion, and if you want to have any like solid proof that your opinion is more solid, you have to have solid facts. To me, it's actually more important to have all your Pokemons in one game, and there was no excuse for not having them in Sword and Shield at all. Because, like I said, 3DS models, upscale. One fan can actually make a Pokemon model in under 5 minutes with better animation. If you actually seen the Wingull in this trailer, when they just fly about, they only just glide about. They don't even flap their wings like how an agile seagull will actually fly. I've actually seen someone make a Wingull model that actually has his wings moving like it's actually flying. The only time a seagull actually, or any type of bird that's actually having their wings steadily move left and right like that, is only when they're gliding. When they're flying, they flap and then they glide, as in when they're landing. Now, these are the games that we're getting from a multi-million-dollar company, and yet there's a lot of problems with it. You may argue saying like they're still fixing things up here and there, but no, this is what we're getting. Even with Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, when they actually released like the trailers, the games actually look more cleaner than what we got, which is actually very messed up if you kind of think about it. So this may look all clean and polished, but you don't know how it's going to truly be once you get it. And also, I would also like to say that in Game Freak, well, Masuda or Mori, I can't remember which one said it, but they haven't decided on future updates, allowing us to slowly add all of our Pokemons that we carry throughout our memories. And it's actually highly important for us to actually transfer all of our Pokemons that we have collected throughout these years, because it's kind of messed up, because now Game Freak is saying like, okay, you can't bring over like the Pokemon that you had since you was a child, the one that you started your adventure with. And also, you spend countless hours of breeding for competitive Pokemon and shiny hunting. So here's a slap in the face and a backhand to the face at the same time, and you can only bring half of them. And there's actually videos out there that saying like certain Pokemon should be deleted, but to me, they shouldn't make videos like that, because you don't know how people are going to react to that. People have certain Pokemon they like me. I like Trubbish and Garroter. I have both of their shinies legit in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I would be upset if I can't bring them with me, because it did took me at least like 2 days to catch them, and I actually quite love them. And I also like the Vanillite line, but that's already in Sword and Shield. I like many Pokemon that people don't really like or even remember, like Krabby. It don't even look like a Pokemon. It don't even have really strong attributes of a Pokemon. It just looks like a regular crab. But I still remember it. I remember Relicanth. I remember all of them. But I just can't name them all like right now, because if I do, then that would make it a very long video. But I remember every single Pokemon. You asked me if you give me a small little hint of a Pokemon, I would know who you're talking about, because I remember all of them. I've seen all my Pokemons every day. So I want to actually transfer all of them with me, because I spent all that time. It took me like at least 2 or 3 months plus some years to actually complete my whole Pokédex, because there's trading involved, there's trade evolution, evolutionary items, and then Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, and then there's events that also came out. So I wanted to make sure everything was like perfect in a way. Now, some people can use cheats to have all Pokemons, but that's not a good idea, but I literally work hard to get my Pokemon. I literally work hard to actually breed all of my Pokemon to get them all with my OT, because I don't really keep Pokemons with that don't have my OT, because to me that's not showing that I actually work hard to get them, unless they're events. That's another story. But I work hard to get like all my Pokemon. I buy these games because Pokemon throughout my life actually helps me with like certain things like anxiety, or I don't really play them out of boredom because I actually do love playing Pokemon just at random, but it truly helps me with anxiety or my escape from reality. That's why I play Pokemon. And I also play Pokemon because I actually like battling people. I like trading with people. I like helping people. Like, if people don't have certain Pokemons, they will come to me and I will tell them I will have X, Y, and Z for them. Not counting Zerni, well, counting Zerni, Izzy, Valto, and Zygarde, but yeah, y'all know what I mean. I like helping people with getting what they need, and plus, having all your Pokemons will actually help when you beat the game of Sword and Shield and you want to make a new team out of the previous Pokemons you have and beat the game with that, and your all your old Pokemons can also help you with Dynamax battles as well. And also, it'll be cool to actually see them all get like Dynamax form, even though like some people are saying like only 40 or less Pokemons can Dynamax for real, but I don't know how Dynamaxing really works and all the others. Well, I do know how it works. All Dynamax actually do is give your Pokemon more HP, but that's only in the gyms. That's all. Make your Pokemon giant, more HP. When it comes to Mega Evolution, it actually changes the stats, abilities, and Pokemon's form. And then when it comes to Z moves, power ups, plus an ultimate move that's going to be used once. Those two things are actually more, it was more active than just Gigantamaxing, because it's just Gigantamaxing give you more HP. Yes, you can do all these crazy little things with it, but it's not like how it used to be. Like, how are you gonna have one new feature for like one good generation and then take that away and then have another, talk about Mega Evolution, that right here, have Mega Evolution for like 2 generations and then just take it away and just give us giant Pokemon, and then watch this, Steelix disappear, it just reappeared. So this is what we're getting. We don't get all of our Pokemons, we get giant Pokemons. We all gotta fight together like Pokemon Go. To be honest, Pokemon Go is what started this mess anyway. To be honest, I really wish that Pokemon would go, well, Game Freak would go back to the old ways, like, I wouldn't even say gym. Well, every generation has its problems, but go back to the old ways where there's challenges, there's roadblocks, there's like, things that you need to actually get past. You need HM helpers. You can backtrack if you want to. I've actually bought a Pokemon Platinum Japanese version. When I played that game, I actually thought to myself like, I've actually loved this game since I was a kid, so why don't I just backtrack to everything that I haven't like explored before? And when I did that, it actually took me like at least 5 days to actually beat the game. It took me a little while because I also liked the story, but I wanted to backtrack. In Pokemon, you don't even have to backtrack anymore. You just follow the story. And to be honest, it's not really. When it comes to Pokemon games back then, it was somewhat open world-ish, but not really. With Sword and Shield, yes, you could, backtrack, but there's only one area you could catch like Pokemon in, depending on the weather, so it changes daily. So one day you will see a Pokemon that you want, but I'm actually procrastinating here. But yes, it's actually very important to have all your Pokemons in one game, is what I mean. I did not mean to get off the subject. But yes, it's actually probably important because all these things that they're adding into this game is kind of like a little bit, I wouldn't say pointless, but all these things they're adding to this game could have been like something better. Well, a little bit more better. Remember, 3 years, all that time, thousands of hours have passed. They've been working on this since this Switch has been released, but pretty sure at some point they was actually playing around and seeing what they want to do with it. But also around that time, they had all that time to actually place in the models, make one that looks good, and then slowly add them in. And then when Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, almost Ultra Sword and Shield, Ultra Sun and Moon came out, they could add the Necrozma forms, the other Ultra Beasts, and then Zero Aura. So, yeah, that's about it for this video. I know it's not really much, got off subject a lot, but it's mostly for the memories. Memories and time we spent with our Pokemon, and the time we spent breeding and shiny hunting. That is all the importance. And if somebody actually tells you that you're wrong about wanting to have a better experience, a better Pokemon game experience, a person that will tell you that you're wrong for having a opinion that is different, you don't listen to them. You listen to yourself. You can listen to me if you want, but I wouldn't say like full on listen to me, because I want you to have your own like free will to actually think for yourselves. And it's actually really good to think for yourself, because you know it's out there, because at this point that's where the bad news came in. But I want you all to think for yourselves, because once you think for yourselves, you will know what's right and wrong, and never start arguments or fights for no reason. But for now, I shall see y'all next time, because I gotta hurry up, and well, not really had to hurry up, but I have to make another video after this, so I shall see y'all next time.